Hello everyone to what should be the last video in the Silent Hill 2 LP. Thank you all for watching. This one is just a little extras video to show you some of the stuff that you get after you beat the game. The other endings I'll probably just cover in the video essay whenever I get started on that. Anyway, the first item that you will run across whenever you play a New Game Plus would be the chainsaw, which is in a log that you find on the way up to Silent Hill. Now, the chainsaw is a fairly slow but very powerful weapon. I don't think it's as powerful as the Great Knife, but it's also not as slow. So it's got two main attacks, kind of a stab forward and a slash. I don't tend to use the weapon very much because it's not that good. It's just not a great weapon at all. Alright, next up is the memo. This is the room wherever you get the flashlight in the Blue Creek apartment building. And there's a memo there, and these memos will tell you a way to get the other normal endings. It's randomly one of the two that you haven't gotten, or just the one that you haven't gotten if you haven't gotten any. For instance, this one is covering Maria, how to get the Maria ending. It's just kind of giving you hints, like try and kill stuff before it gets to her. Don't get too far away from her. Don't leave her waiting a long time. Do what she tells you to do quickly. That kind of thing. And I forget what it says for the other ending, but whenever you read it, it'll be fairly apparent. That one was pretty apparent. Alright, now, these are the items that you need for the Rebirth ending that will show up after you beat the game. The first one is the white, I think it's called Chrism. It's Trism, I don't know. And it's found in the Blue Creek Apartments in this room. I forget which room this is, but it's on the counter there. You'll know when you see it. Sorry. The second is a book that is found in the newspaper stand right here, called Lost Memories. Now, this book is one of the books that talk about how to call the spirits to do special favors for you. And since this is a Rebirth ending, it's of course talking about how to get it to where you can make somebody come back from the dead by calling to the spirits. And of course, this is talking about the history of Silent Hill, how the place is haunted and doomed and demon-possessed and whatnot. Alright, the third item for the Rebirth ending is the Black Chalice, Obsidian Goblet, sorry, Black Chalice, whatever. That's found in the Silent Hill Historical Society. And it's just a glass, it's just a cup made of obsidian. Not much to say about it. With a snake engraved into the stem of it, so that's great. And the last item for the Rebirth ending is this book called The Crimson Ceremony. It, of course, is the one that has this music play when you're reading it, I guess. But anyway, it's the ritual that you have to perform in order to do the Rebirth. It's quite the good story. Fairly creepy, actually. And it doesn't really seem to me like a Rebirth ceremony, but why not? Sure. See, this doesn't sound like a great place. This doesn't sound like a good person. It sounds pretty awful to me, actually. And I don't show where you get it. Do I not show where you get it? Yeah, okay, you get it in the bookshelf there after you put the tape into the tape player to learn that James killed Mary. It's in the study reading room, with the reading room, yeah. And here's that camper that I said there was a special item in before, and there is. But first, you have to. I think you have to get like a perfect score on one of your runs, which is really ridiculous just for this item. And it's called the Oven Cleaner. It sprays out Oven Cleaner, of course, and it kills you as well as monsters. But I think it's like a one-hit kill on everything. So really, it's kind of a pointless unlock, but it's there if you want it. Alright. Also, the observation key, which is very interesting looking. After you get the the Rebirth ending, you can come and go to this yard next to the Texon station and examine the doghouse, and you get the dog key. And it is actually a dog toy. It's very strange. This unlocks the observation room in the Blue Creek apartment buildings after you put the tape in the tape player. And finally, the blue gem. This one's really hard to learn how to do because you wouldn't think to re-examine this room after the first time you play it, but you have to get that blue gem, and I think the blue gem's there after you get any normal ending. Next is during this creepy scene stolen from Jacob's Ladder, the movie. You have to use the blue gem in several places in order to get the ending that's associated with it. The first of the uses is here in the Nightmare Hospital. I stand here for a second, I guess. Yeah, okay. You just use the gem here, and you get a truly wonderfully cheesy snapshot of this UFO flying overhead. And nice music from 50s radio drama, which is just truly awesome. And the second use is here on the docks, right before you go to the hotel. If I will hurry up and go to the gym already. I'm not sure what I was waiting here for. And we use the gem. You have to use it right by the boat here. And we get another fuzzy snapshot of more UFOs. None of the pictures are quite in focus, which is really unfortunate because I think the tabloids would pay a lot more for really good snapshots. Anyway, the third and final use is here, in front of this window. I think it's before you put the tape in the tape player. And you get a special ending. But I'm not going to show you what that is. I'll do it later. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next LP. Wow, that's a lot of UFOs. Well, I'm finally done with the Silent Hill 2 LP. I mean, seriously, how long did it take to do an LP of Silent Hill 2? It's like a 3-hour game. It's like I'm lazy or something. And there's something wrong with this drink. Huh. And it was then that darkness descended on me, like a fiend in the night. I had ignored the one rule that up till then I had lived my whole life by. If it tastes funny, stop putting it in your mouth. And for ignoring that rule, I would have to pay a price. Just how high would that price be? Oh man. Why was I narrating like that? It was like I was in an old detective story or something. Where am I? This.